Welcome back to West Virginia and Commonplace. Once again, we got our special guest. He ain't even a guest; he's a host. So we're gonna just keep it at that. Whenever he's available, Mr. Davonte. Let me tell you a little quick story, real quick.
Uh,
I'm interviewing these people, back and forth from different places, and the one lady, her name is Carly Bell. She was on the show, and I accidentally sent her some audio that me and you recorded, right? And
wow.
she's got an extra country accent, so she said it wasn't Devonte. I think she said it like Develte or something like that. The way she said it, I was like that is enhancing it. And I was like that's kind of crafty there. Um, so here's the thing, people. This podcast, it started out just as a little hobby. Like I was just out here, I was like, man, let me do something with my time because I'll be having free time in the evenings. Everybody has time in the evening, at least 30, 40 minutes that they don't do nothing. I stare at the ceiling, I look at a wall, I play a video game, something like that. And my cousin, he's out here, he's working real hard. He works a little bit later on in the day, so he works a little later in the evening. So he makes a little time for me here and there. He don't make as much as I need. But but the thing about it is that all of y'all,
Oh,
all of them, what they support, they really backing you. We're waiting for you to come out with this podcast.
it's coming. It's
It's
in the
coming.
works.
It's in the works.
It's in the works. It's in the works. I mean,
Okay,
hey, if the people want it, I got y'all.
right. And so listen to this. Let me give you a little bit more funny business. So I've had the podcast running, doing a little Instagram page. So I ran a show without him knowing about it. Like we did the show, and I had to steal a picture of him. Right, I took a picture of him. I was like, which one looks the most
What?
light skin? And I did that, and I did it with what's the most light skin picture I had. Put it like as a split. Did a promotion on it. Got 1,000 listens just off of the strength that they
Are
like.
you
"Hmm,
serious?
yeah.
Oh, you took my film noir photo when I was in film school and I was a detective. Yeah.
Right, because I hit you up and you hit me up. I don't think you ghosted me or anything. I think you was just probably busy or you was asleep. So I was like, I gotta get something to go with it because I was like, I didn't put him out like 2 or 3 times,
Oh,
and he ain't got an Instagram ad on here yet. So I threw the ad out there, and people was like, "Oh, we want to hear more. We want to hear more." And then I had these two colossal episodes from West Virginia people that have thrown me in a loop now to where I'm gonna have to try to beat the work that I've already completed. So with his help here, he always helps me get high numbers, and we do good things, and we never worry about the numbers. We just worry about having a successful podcast like that people want to listen to.
exactly.
I don't ever sit out here and just look for I don't need the ratings or anything like that. I just want y'all to be happy with the podcast. So we got a major topic I want to talk about because everybody in my circle, this has happened to them, and I want your take on this, Devontae. Getting ghosted. We out here you talking to somebody and everything goes right. And sometimes it's either you go on the date, you get ghosted after that, or you start texting them and then they ghost you. How do you feel about this?
Ooh, okay. So I felt the burn a few times from being ghosted. And, you know, I'm going to say this. It's kind of like hurt people hurt people. So I feel like when it comes down to ghosting, once you've had it done to you several times, sometimes it's a habit by nature. You slip up and do it a time or two yourself. I mean, back in the day, I'm like, yo, that's foul as hell. But, you know, we all busy, we all working, and I understand that. But I look at certain people and I'm just like, you too damn ugly to be ghosting anybody. Or come on now, I ain't that bad. I'm on your level and you gonna try me. But at the end of the day, you just gotta know most times it's not even you when they ghost you. It's something personal within. Like I've been ghosted by someone I was cool with at one point in time. Like we weren't dating or nothing, but it was a friendship, and that just turned out to be real crazy. And they were crazy. I'm not shedding no light or giving this person no promotion, but that motherfucker was crazy.
All right,
So
so let me get in here on this. All right, so I'm this Ralph Travans, Johnny Gill, 1980s lover guy. So when I grab a girl and we're going to start talking or something, I'm about to light their life up like a disco ball. It's going to be something serious. So when
mm,
I get out here, I've had at least a good 6 instances since the breakup of 2015 to where I came back super single in 16. After being out the game for like 8 or 9 years.
Right.
So what happened my first time, and it was kind of on me. I got into it too hot and heavy because I didn't realize that the chivalry, the nice dude, women in some cases like jerks. And I'm not saying it for every woman, but most of them have been done dirty, so they're not used to me. So I come through with the flowers. I'm coming through with the extra attention. Well, I didn't realize that you're not supposed to text somebody more than 3 times in a day. I'm the type of person, if you text me, I'm gonna text you back. We're gonna keep that attention going because I'm the type of person when it comes to whoever I'm dating at that time, if I text you at 8:17, I need that message back before 8:18.
I mean, you know what? I sometimes listen, I'm an insurance agent by day. And with that being said, you got to understand people are working. When you work on the telephone on the day to day, sometimes I can't text you back that fast. However, we are in this little new generational bubble. Like, all right, people out here, people that's under 30, 35, I'm going to give y'all that. Because some of y'all is bad as hell for ghosting people. But 35, 30 and up, we like to, keep an informative text message going on or a call or something. Like you said, if I put that energy out, let's reciprocate it. But it's like a rule. So.
And sometimes with me, I'm not aiming high at what I'm doing, but the few other ghostings that happened was we would get good conversation going because, like I said, I'm one of them deep romantics. I'm gonna tickle your fancy. I'm gonna do all that extra British stuff, all that European love stuff. I'm trying to get you where I want you. And then when I see you in person, boo-doo, I ghost you myself because you didn't hype me up, told me you was this and that. And I ain't talking about the physical features. I'm talking about the actual talking, the knowledge, the brain. Because I'm in it for the mind. Good looks, right. I can find them anywhere. We look in the mirror, we got them. True. So
yeah.
So like what gets me, have you ever had to do that like on a date? I had to do it one time. I had to matter of fact, you don't even remember, but I got you to call one time so I could just skate out somewhere.
Yeah, I remember doing that for you. That was just yeah, that was quite interesting. That did not end well. But since you asking me, have I had to do a slide by on a mother? You know what?
Yeah.
I did. But see, that slide by didn't go well. It was like we were in an entanglement.
Ooh. Hey, look, let's do it like I say, an entrapment.
But you know what? It was an entanglement that almost got me trapped the fuck up. So since we own that now, your kid right here, the kid, thought I was being smooth, got caught up in a situation, going, inviting this individual over. I'm saying individual because I don't want to give no fame, no like to this person. They're a human being to me. And that's about it. So
I like that. You're not trying to make them famous or nothing.
No. So I ghosted you because you started acting crazy and shit, and you knew it. Well, I didn't ghost you. I respectfully went MIA. I did a slide by. Told your ass what it was. You started calling me on blocked, unknown numbers. For months, 2 or 3 months. And then I just stopped. Yo, you showed the fuck up at my house.
Ooh.
Right. And it's me and one of my besties from college, and they like, yo, like somebody's at your door. What you gonna do? My dumb ass was like, I don't know about you, but this is some, first 48 type shit. I'm running to the back room. You better bring your ass with me and lock the door. Now I'm a grown ass man in my own home. I did not want nobody to know I was home because I just felt bad because you've been fucking calling me for months. Why are you showing up to my crib? And then my friend goes to the door. You aggressively walk up in my shit that I pay rent at. I'm just like, the audacity.
Right.
And it was like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if this person still lives here. Am I at the right address? They're like, oh, no, this person don't live here. Good. Back up. Like, you don't just walk up in somebody's door like you running shit, like you paying rent. Like, you ain't nobody's sugar mama or sugar daddy or uncle, auntie. You know, we ain't related. You don't just walk up in my house like that just because I cracked the damn door open. So at that point, I was just like, this is like some basic instinct type shit. I'm like, where the fuck is Sharon Stone? Because this shit got crazy. Like, that was like some stalker shit. Like, and like for months, I was like, is this motherfucker watching me take the trash out?
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Taking an Uber downtown to enjoy a night on town. Are you fucking stalking me? Like, I'm going to the barbershop. Are you watching me? Do you know who I go to the barber at? Do you know my barber's name? And matter of fact, since we out here, I'm about to drop a little shout out to my girl Gloria at the National Barber League out here in West End, Richmond. She keeps me lit. You know, she right from Houston. So, you know, she Mexican. She from Houston. She about it. Period.
I'm about to get her to do something because I'm looking rough.
Listen, I'm glad they can't see me because that picture does me more justice. But it's all good. Because once I get this fade, y'all can get a new promo picture. All right?
Yeah, I got to do something with mine. Hair going all crazy.
You know, quarantine battles. Like, we be going to the barbershop, but we don't be going to the barbershop.
Right. Look, and I barely got I don't even have an edge line here. Look, it's uneven. It's
uneven. Like these heifers out here ghosting motherfuckers. Uneven.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Go ahead.
The worst thing is when you get ghosted by a bad built motherfucker. How you ghosting somebody and you bad built as shit? Like,
right.
You just...
like how you like I say this, and this is for people that know me. When I do my comments about a sturdy chin and a set of sturdy shoulders, if I get ghosted by steady shoulders or anything with a sturdy chin, something like that, oh no, oh Lord, I try to stay humble to everything, but this is the one thing I say, and I don't try to judge nobody, but when we out here and we dating, that's probably the one time that we do our most judgment. Everybody judges when they date.
Like nowadays, it's like, oh, okay, I can't text you like that. I got to pace it out during the day because it's like I got to keep up with society's standards. I'm like,
well, I'll keep it 100% with you. Like when I was out there in the dating field, anytime or whoever it was, be it this one or that one, the women that I ended up dating, and I'm saying this 100% on this podcast, the women I ended up dating paid attention to how attentive I was with the message. They was messaging just like I was, like boom, 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 bang. And on top of that, like this whole ghosting thing. So let me get back to this real quick and I'll spit it out there. So this lady, I kind of pressed her a little bit. I was doing too much. I wasn't impressing. Like I said, I was pressing. So she ghosted me. We was at the Christmas sweater party. I'm coming out hard to death. Listen, I'm hard to death in my Christmas with the lights like bling, bling, bling. And I'm at the party at 11 o'clock. She don't show up till 1 o'clock. And then by then, I'm gonna keep it real. I had just been talking to her. I met this other little plain Jane at the thing. We started shooting pool, so I had fun with her. So somebody called her and got light of this. So she pulled up on my little spot, and I'm gonna tell the spot. The spot used to be Mojo's in South Charleston. Ain't no shade in what's going on. I ain't gonna say the people, but I'm gonna say where I was at.
Name dropping, man.
Yeah, I got a name drop where it was because I'm bitter. You know, I'm light skinned, so you know I'm gonna be bitter over this. So
see, y'all, he's messy. See, he's like, all right, y'all, he's a Cancer out here. You know, he's like the West Virginia Drake and a Cancer. All they do is cry. Shit.
So either way, so this is what happened to sum it up real fast. So I get to the party. She's like, she don't say nothing to me. She get in there with her beer. She shake it around. She doing her extra little dance. And you know, I side eye because she got the pretty eyes like me. So I'm trying to get that pretty eye language going on. And she didn't say nothing. She sent another person over to the table to be like, you can come back tomorrow. So, you know, I got my feelings and I left the party, was going to win the ugly Christmas sweater thing. She ended up winning it with her cheap ass sweater. And that was my first time getting ghosted. Because understand, as high school and in college and everything else, I would date somebody, but it won't no ghosting because, like I said, I'm one of them whirlwind romances. When I pick you because I didn't put you in the field. I done got the like it's like a football team. I got my roster set up, and I pay attention who gives me the attention I want through the messages. If you ain't messaging fast, I am not talking to you. If I message you at 8 o'clock, you don't message till 12, then I know you're gonna automatically be in the friend zone.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah. And I think also too, in situations where people do be ghosting you, it's like they don't tell you their circumstance. They never do. They wait to the actual moment. Oh, well, I was busy and da da da. Like, listen, let me tell you. When I first started talking to you, I know what type of job you do. I know your schedule, if I'm really interested in you and what you about, your hobbies, your goals and shit. So if I know, like me, if you work by day and you work in a call center, you ain't gonna be on the phone all day. If I know you're an artist and you in the studio and you got a show or something, pre-COVID, because right now your shit gonna be real virtual. But if I know that you got certain stuff going on, I'm not gonna pressure you. But at the same time, it's just a level of respect. Like, let people know what's up. Don't just ghost people. It's rude as hell. Now, if you're not interested and you try to let somebody down nicely and you've told them that and they don't get it, then yeah, I don't call that going ghosting. I call that a respectful MIA. You shut the
Right.
shit down, you move, you change your telephone number.
Yeah, I call it the slide by. I call it the slide by.
The slide by. And I think we've all had to do the slide by a time or two.
But if I'm doing charity work, and I'm going to be honest with you, if I'm doing charity work and I'm feeling like, man, I don't care what this person looks like, I'm just going to go out with them just to go out, because sometimes you got to highlight somebody's life, you know. But if I get ghosted by somebody that's not up to par, oh yeah, I'm gonna get petty. I'm gonna post it that I got ghosted by a ghost. I got ghosted by a gargoyle or something.
Not the gargoyle.
A gargoyle, straight up.
Not the gargoyle. The gargoyle.
But I'll say this is the one that this is the ghosting type that really kills me. If we texting back and forth, right?
Right.
We ain't talking about the attention thing. We talking about we just got a steady conversation going. Just like the snap. I'm getting tongue tied. Snapchat streaks that I keep with people, and you don't keep that stuff up, and you just drop me one day. I can understand 2 days. Something goes on. You got a good job. You're doing something. But if your job ain't that good, and I come by and I slide through and I see you at the convenience store sitting there on your cell phone, and I just text you, oh no, we not talking anymore. I'm ghosting you.
I mean, I just don't understand. We are grown, but it's just that new generation, and it be like, but most people ghost. I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons why a lot of people ghost.
Go ahead.
They probably led you on and didn't think the shit was gonna go that far, and they don't know what to do next because they ain't shit. Number 2, they insecure. Number 3, they fucking hoes.
Yeah, listen, and it could be really something deep like that. Or, like I want to say on the flip side, I got a friend, right? Nice, pretty lady. Probably would have taken her in the 3rd round if it was possible at that time when I was out there in the field. She does everything right. And she stays single, but she gets ghosted. She gets ghosted because she's the right woman with bad timing. So these cats be out here and they like, they go over to Plan B because Plan B's fast and doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
And she always be wondering, and like I try to tell her the truth, be honest, but I always see this like when somebody gives me their relationship or their dating experience to examine it, because you can do it best when you see somebody else's. I always say it's a fumble game. If you have a strong conversation through these text messages, through this messenger, and then you fumble in person, that person is 100% going to ghost you. Am I not right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, I look at it like this: steady wins the race. I mean,
right. And I'm the type of person, like, because I watch professional wrestling. If you hype it up, and then it falls flat, or it's a failure, a flop. Like, and I'm talking about conversation. We ain't talking about nothing sexual. I'm just talking about the regular hard conversation. Like, I'm sitting at dinner, I'm putting out $40. I want at least $20 worth of conversation.
Yeah. I mean, my mindset on that situation is just like, if there is no communication, there's no humor, there's no nothing. I mean, if we just hooking up, we just hook it up, and I can bounce. We don't need to be doing dinner, going on dates, but people need to understand too. A part of what ghosting is like, it be these people. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a relationship. Oh yeah, I'm really trying to get to know you, and then oh, I don't know, we ready to go to this level. Okay. But whenever you are, and then when y'all actually do what y'all gonna do, y'all being grown, for the
Right.
audience out there, then that's when they ghost.
Right. And then sometimes you
You
get
should have
that
never said you wanted a relationship. That's just trash.
and then we're gonna say it in a PG-13 manner.
Yeah.
Oh, the phone dinging.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she was like, "Oh, I'm almost here." Old lady Stacy, she coming back to see me. She had to go away from me. But anyway,
I
getting
thought
back.
the FCC was texting you to let you know they were shutting this down. I done cursed too many times.
Uh-huh. All right, so listen. So here's the one that gets me like, see, after we do the nasty or we do the business,
Right.
right? Sometimes you're gonna get ghosted because it was whack. Like I'm gonna say it straight up. I'm
It's
not gonna
whack.
I'm not gonna PG-13 that, but like sometimes you get ghosted because you hype yourself up that you this and that. I'm gonna say it like professional wrestling. You hype yourself up like you Hulk Hogan. You out here like Randy Savage. You out here like Bob Backlund. You like The Rock, and then you come back and you like the dude from my high school that's in the wrestling match that's on TV for like 2 seconds. You like the
Yeah.
local talent that they put on TV to just get beat in a second by Goldberg or something.
Yeah, they Division 3.
Yeah, like something's happening. Best example, you have yourself up like you're a Division 1 basketball player, and the next thing you know, you're NAIA. You ain't even NCAA. And I can see people ghosting on that. I know that's wrong, but it does happen like that because like everything's built on different levels. It's built on physical stuff and all that extra stuff and intimacy. And another thing, if you sell the intimacy short during that first date, yeah, you're gonna get ghosted.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and that's real on that one. Now,
People just need to be true to their feelings. And like if you know after that first date it ain't going nowhere, just say that. Don't ghost people and continue to tell them and be setting these false expectations of leading folks on. Just cut it off. End
right,
it.
because my whole logic on that is that right there, that's how people get their mental messed up and they be out there, get broken down and damaged. If a hard rejection gives you an easier release later. But if you
Yeah.
have them questions and not knowing what you're going to get or what's going to happen,
I mean, we don't want people out here walking around like Lynn Whitfield from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
it's a thin
I told you.
line between love and hate.
Yo. And then you get the new girl or the new dude, and you sitting here with Lynn Whitfield over here on your shoulder, like, get in here, Marcus, with your nappy head. Like, yo, that movie, listen, it's real. Or then you get these serial daters, you be walking around here like Sharon Stone and Basic Instinct.
True. And see, here's my other thing too. Before we close this out, because we're gonna make this a little quick one.
Sure.
And this was a good topic. I'm glad to have you on. We have to do it again like Saturday,
Perfect.
Sunday or something. Okay.
Perfect.
On this thing, like, and to close it out on my part on this whole ghost thing, like a part in the first 5 minutes if it's gonna go anywhere. Like I say, trajectory. I always say that how far you gonna throw them.
Yeah.
I know how far it's gonna go in the first 5 minutes. Truth be told.
You have experience, you're an elder man. So you have
but what's your take on that? Do you normally know in the course of an hour or 30 minutes of that date, you know where it's gonna go? If that's who you're gonna be talking to for a little bit.
So I'm still working on that because you know what? My algorithms be off. Like I done changed my vibration, so I'm not attracting the same people. But sometimes you be attracting the same people in different clothing. And that should be hard to smell out. You be like, oh, you about that shit, yo, this ain't gonna work. Some people, they're so conniving in how they do it. They put it in a brand new package that seems refreshing to you, and you think it's a different breed. But you just the same shit, just dressed up differently.
Right. And
That's
see
all it is.
my other take on it is like it's kind of like, where I'm a scientist at this whole relationship thing and this whole dating thing, like I really screen my dates before I even talk to them, before I even throw pitch. I'm gonna say it old school. Before I pitch that woo, before I throw that magic dust out there, I really go back and I'll go over the conversations and I'll look through text messages even before the first date because I guess I do too much analyzing. I must have a lot of free time, I think.
He's a Cancer.
I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be right. Like, cause some people I can just look like even when I was out there in the field, I would look and I'd be like, okay, this person got a nice talk, this other person got a nice talk, but this one got a better talk.
Yeah.
Everything she's saying is going. and that's how I do it, and that's how I didn't end up ghosting, and that's how I ended up. Oh snap! My shit's banging. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Talk for a minute. Hold on.
Y'all, so she about to kick down the door like
Yeah, she
Monica.
hit the door hard.
I told you I was almost here. You should have had the damn door open.
Oh, all right. So anyway, let me finish. We got a podcast. We might have to edit this out real quick. That little part. But anyway, so it's like with this whole ghosting thing. If you just be honest, like you said, everything will go fine. Like the whole. Have you ever had that one? The one ghosting that I do hate that we do need to talk about is the 2-week ghost.
Oh,
You go on a date and then you don't hear from them for 2 weeks. I'm guilty of that. That's what Stacy said. I'm guilty of the 2-week ghost. But I come back strong after the 2 weeks. Sometimes I got things going on.
I mean, I'm just gonna say this. Better than me, because after 2 weeks, I'm done with your ass. I didn't cut you off. I'm like, listen, that ain't no ghost. You have basically come to a job interview and said, oh, I applied for this job that I said I wanted, and I'm doing a follow-up on that ass. And because you have not responded to my calls or texts, somebody else got the position. Boom.
Ooh. All right, so I can go with that one. But I am guilty of the 2-week one. I in this case with her, I had a lot going on. I'm a very not popular person, but I'm a very traveled person. I'm in a lot of places, and I deal with over 60 people at a time with different things that I'm doing with my job. And then people can be everywhere. So sometimes I'm spread thin. But I got back to her. Things worked out. Now she's smiling from ear to ear. So things on that end for me, a ghost turned into a good thing on that part. But
Right.
but that ain't gonna happen for everybody. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna say that to our listeners, and I don't know why I always say viewers, but our listeners, that ain't gonna happen to them. Oh, is you getting the food? The food came in. Oh, you got that dinner. So look, hey audience, look, he got his food, so we're gonna do this tonight. Since we did this one on a quick tip, I'm gonna say we're gonna end this real fast. What you gotta say, Davonte? Any shout outs or anything?
Remember, people, communicate with your true feelings, no ghosting. And be sure to be on the lookout for my new EP coming up in 2021 and my new podcast.
All right. Well, I'll let you later.
All right. Y'all have a good one, guys.
All right. So the recording. Hold on, let me stop the recording.